And we are live. So stocks snap a losing streak, but still on pace for a losing week. Tesla keeps skyrocketing, unbelievable. And then we have some news from a judge who blocks the luxury merger between Tapestry and Capri. So we'll take a look at this. And also the McDonald's E. coli crisis seems to spread to some competitors. So we'll look at this. And this morning, some big news from the New York Stock Exchange. So, as you can see, there's a lot to talk about. And with that said, welcome to Coffee with Markus and Mark. And today is Friday, October 25th. And in this show, we are going to talk to you about what's happening in the markets and how we are trading it. And Mark, yesterday, first of all, you said that we will close lower. I said we will close higher. So, who was right?
What type of cookie do you like, Marcus?
But hey, I mean, if you look at the 5-minute chart of the S&P, I mean, there was nothing going on. And I think we finished barely higher. Do you have the exact number, how much we finished higher? Was it like 0.1% or something like this?
Yeah, and it was 0.2%. It looked like after we finished the show and a little bit late in the morning session that we were going to get that a little bit of a dip. That's what I expected. But then we bounced right back and we're flat the rest of the day. So you won. You won for sure.
All right. I'll take it. And then today, look at this 5-minute chart of the S&P opening higher and then up and away, retreating a little bit right now. But I mean, wow. If you look at the Dow right now, trading up 0.3%, the S&P 0.8%, and the Nasdaq up 0.13%. And it's all thanks to what?
Tesla?
It is Tesla. It is Tesla. I mean, Tesla right now only up 1.32%. But if you look at this, what a move yesterday. I mean, after reporting better than expected earnings and also giving an amazing outlook, basically, Tesla rallied 22% for its best day since 2013. That's 11 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, huge day for Tesla, and even more follow through today. Today was a nice money day with those moves higher and part of a Tesla position that we closed, which we'll talk about.
Yeah, we'll talk about this. And if you look at this today it's again the Magnificent Seven. Nvidia up 2%, Microsoft up 1.5%, Apple up 1%, Google 1.5%, Meta 2%, Tesla 1.3%, Amazon 1.9%. Now, keep in mind, Tesla already reported earnings. Next week, we have Microsoft reporting earnings, Google, Meta, Apple, and Amazon. And right now, there seems to be a little bit excitement after Tesla had this blockbuster earnings that maybe these other companies will also report some good earnings.
It looks that way. I mean, overall, we've had a decent earnings season. I know there's been some ups and downs, but Tesla's earnings, it could pave the way for some nice surprises with some of these other companies. And Marcus, you said that we're on track for a losing week, and yes, the S&P is down slightly for the week. The Dow is down a decent amount, but the Nasdaq is up for the week, and today looks like the Nasdaq is making new records.
Finally coming playing with the other indices here, coming to play with them. So because the Dow and the S&P already made all-time highs, I mean, what, a few weeks ago, months ago almost, and the Nasdaq finally chiming in. Yay!
Yeah. So finally catching up, and about time. But yeah, it looks like we're heading into the weekend with traders okay being long the market. The VIX, or fear index, is dropping a little bit, and even crude oil's on the rise today.
Yeah, crude oil higher as well. And again, if you look back at the heat map, I think kind of today Microsoft gave away what they're going to report next week. Did you see this about the compensation package of the CEO?
No, I missed that.
So this morning, or I think it was yesterday, Microsoft CEO Nadella asked for a pay reduction, but the total compensation still rose 63%. So, I mean, year over year, I think the year before he made what, $48 million, and this year he will make $80 million. So I kind of feel that this is giving a little bit away of what we can expect next week. I mean, would you really give your CEO 63% more if Microsoft is in trouble?
Eh, you have a point.
I mean, by the way, $79 million for the year. That's not bad. That's pretty good.
Could be worse. It could be
Yeah,
worse.
yeah. All right. So, McDonald's, we talked about it yesterday. McDonald's had an E. coli outbreak, and this morning down again 1.6%. And it seems to spread because Burger King also said, okay, we're no longer putting onions on the burgers. And the same Taco Bell, which is part of Yum Brands. Yum Brands this morning, I mean, they have many restaurants. They have Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, KFC. But I mean, they're still up 0.5%. I'm a little bit surprised. I thought that they would also take a hit here, especially now that we hear it doesn't only contain to McDonald's. A few more of these fast food chains might be affected by this.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah. And then we have TPR, Tapestry. Tapestry today up massively 15% because a judge blocked the merger with Capri. So both of them are luxury goods. I think one is the parent company for Coach, the other one for Michael Kors, and the judge said, no, you two cannot merge. And I mean, Capri Holdings is taking it on the chin here, down 46%.
Yeah, and why can't they merge?
A judge blocked it and say, yeah, no. I don't know. It's
Like
probably monopoly stuff or something like this. Who knows?
yeah, I know. It's just stupid stuff. But hey, not stupid if you're a Capri shareholder. Gosh, that's a rough one. But of course, when you have one company acquiring another, the company doing the acquiring is usually doing a stock or cash transaction. And so, with this being blocked, the TPR is going to get that boost because now they have that cash, right? And the company that's being acquired, if that's blocked, is going to drop because those prices have increased because of an acquisition. So it makes sense that TPR is benefiting from this, but rough day for Capri shareholders.
For sure. All right. And then a big announcement from the New York Stock Exchange this morning. Did you see what they announced?
I did.
Big deal here. The New York Stock Exchange to extend officially after hours trading. So we know that Robinhood already started doing the 24 by 5 trading, but now the new plan, the New York Stock ARCA Electronic Exchange, would open at 1:30 a.m. Eastern Time and close at 11:30 p.m. on weekdays. So I mean, we still have the normal trading hours between 9:30 and 4, but wow, this would really extend aftermarket trading, after hours trading.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting because on one hand, I believe that it just makes sense with electronic trading and what we can do and how transactions can take place. Right, you don't have guys in the pit holding buy cards and sell cards and doing all of that. So it does make sense, but I'm also wondering just how active this will be. I really don't see the overnight trading being a trend or there being great liquidity. But the move makes sense in my opinion.
I think it is. And right now it is just a plan, so it hasn't been approved. But I'm almost certain that this will be approved. I mean, why wouldn't it, right? I mean, other than
Yeah,
what you said, some liquidity concerns. I mean, why wouldn't you? In fact, it could potentially reduce the risk of holding positions overnight, right? I mean, even
sure.
though stop orders are not allowed in overnight trading, I mean, it could help. And I also think it helps with international trading. I mean, we just got to see. I mean, we often look at uh, the um, the minis, right? When we look at the futures markets, because they are already open, and on a 5 minute chart, we see that there's a lot going on, usually during the Asian and European session. So if we already have the indices where we have this available, why not extending it to stocks? And on ARCA, New York Stock Exchange, I mean, this is not for all stocks, but it would be for a good portion of stocks.
Yeah, this will be interesting.
It will be. It will be. All right. Now, we have also some action here this morning with our WTF positions. First of all, we had two exits. And the first exit was ABBV, a trade that we entered a few days ago. We entered this trade at 186.32 and exited this morning somewhere around here. I think it was at 189.68. So slightly higher. So around a little bit more over $3 per share. I'll take this. This did exactly what we wanted it to do. It dipped and then continued the move upwards. So we won the fear in this one.
We did. Can't complain.
And then Tesla. So, I mean, Tesla had this enormous day yesterday, and we actually decided to go against our plan. We should have exited this morning, but after we saw Tesla up 15%, we thought, let's take half of the position off the table, right?
Yeah, and I think that at times you could use a little discretion to make a decision so you could feel more comfortable about where you're at. But and this is where trading what you see, not what you think, sometimes pays off more. Because we saw that there wasn't an official exit until today, and today's exit would have been better. And we were able to close half of the position at the open today, so can't complain. Still a real nice trade.
Still a nice trade. And I think we need to put our mugs on the desk again. Do you have it on your desk?
Yeah.
I took it off. I put it
Well,
on my desk
I've
today.
saved what you see, not what you think.
There you go. I mean, today is the day of saying, all right, let's do this. So, I mean, kind of leaving a few dollars on the table and Tesla rallies again. But I mean, I'm okay being out of the position. I think this is kind of the trade of the quarter for sure, maybe the trade of the year. This just worked
Yeah,
out beautifully.
yeah, I love it.
All right. We also have one open trade, which is GE Aerospace. Right now, trading right around our entry price. We entered at 180.27. Right now, trading at 180.37. So up 10 cents. Not much to do. 3M, another entry that we decided to skip. And you said that you might be interested in taking this open below entry. Are you still interested in this or not? Not anymore.
Yeah, I'm watching it. I'll see if it drops below 4%.
Yeah. And then we have some new trades. One of them being a good old friend, AZN, AstraZeneca. And this is where I took the trade. You decided not to take this one.
Yeah, I like to add 3 positions a day, and I think we were on the same page with two. But then our third, we had a slight difference of opinion there.
Yeah. So you, on the other hand, entered KDP. I mean, right now, not much of a difference whether you did one or the other. KDP, you entered at 35, right now trading at 34.90. I mean, just down 9 cents. Very similar here to AstraZeneca. Uh, right now, well, slightly up. I mean, but really not a whole lot. So we went long. No, 75.67, and right now trading at 75.55. So also down 10 cents. So not a whole lot of difference, but I'm in AZN, you are in KDP.
Yep.
But then we were on the same page with KO, Coca-Cola. We entered at 67.44. No, 67.07, and right now trading at 67.44. So up 30 cents. I'll take this one.
Yeah, sure.
And then IBM. IBM today, also another entry signal at 216.80, and right now trading at 217.36. So, okay, good start for both KO and IBM. AZN and KDP right now trading around the entry price. All right, and then hopping over to the wheel, and here we have a few positions. And first up, let's talk about AMAT, because that is one that you traded and you sold the 175 put. I don't think that you have been able to close it, so will you just let it expire today?
Actually, yesterday I was able to close it. I was
Oh,
filled on a 91% max profit order, so I'm out of that one.
all right, good. So flat there. Then the next one up is BP, a position that you're in. I'm not in this. So BP, let's see. Today, I mean, it's over the last few days always opening a little bit higher, so gapping higher from yesterday's close, and then pulling back, still up 0.7%.
Yeah, let's go. Earnings for BP coming up on Tuesday.
All right. So Tuesday before the bell, we shall see. And then we have HL Halliburton today having a pretty good day after finally completing the pattern that BP already did. So up today, 1.5%. So now we have a triple bottom right around 27.50. So now let's go, Halliburton. Let's do this, HL.
That's the plan. Head on up.
Yeah. KSS Coles again up out today, 1.2%, and Coles just doing its thing. I'm right now out of my calls that I sold against my existing position, so waiting for it to push a little bit higher so that we can sell calls, or that I can sell calls against my position because you're not in this one.
Nope.
And then we have Merck doing its thing again, and today Merck moving lower, 0.6%, so right now trading at 105. I got a sign at 120, so we need this to push a little bit higher. My break even at 114.70. So nothing to do. A little bit surprised by the move, but let's see how this shakes out over the next few weeks and months. I think this might actually also a stock that might be affected by the election. Not quite sure, but Big Pharma might or might not be influenced by the elections that are coming out on November 5th.
Let's see.
All right. UPS. Oh yeah, this one. Oh my gosh. I wanted to say, do I have a bad tick here? But no, this was yesterday. UPS reported earnings. Yes, much better, opening up 10%, moving lower, still finishing higher today, a little bit of a follow through. So I'm kind of happy that UPS decides to hang out at this higher level because we broke through the resistance level at 131. Now we broke through the resistance level at 137. So now let's go and let's go through the next resistance level at 145.
Yeah, real nice pattern there. Like, although I would have preferred for us to gap and go and not pull back, but just a real nice touch of that previous high, which could now act as support, and being up a little bit today, I think is promising.
Yeah. And then, oh boy, I almost forgot our little buddy CSIQ. And our little buddy CSIQ today decides to make a monster move, up 12% on absolute no news. But right now, it seems that investors decided, all right, 12 is a good number to start buying CSIQ. So lots of interest today. Let's take a look at the volume here for a moment. Because I do believe that we should have probably some decent volume. No, it's regular volume trading. Okay, that's even better. So up right now 12%.
Well, Marcus, I'd say that that's actually pretty high volume considering we've only been trading for an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Okay. Well, see, I noticed that with the CSIQ, most of the volume is happening in the first hour and a half. So I mean, we'll see. I might be wrong. We will know on Monday whether this will be another high volume bar, and also if today if right now this is the end of it and we're just finishing up in the double digits, or if now we might get another day like we had here, where at some point we were up, what, 20 or 22%.
Either way, can't complain and not trying to figure out why.
Trade what you see, not what you think, right? I mean, this is the mug that you have on your table today.
Yep. Yep.
All right. So, yeah, almost a winning week. We'll take a look at the markets here again in just a moment. And it is the time of the day for our dad jokes. So, let's do our dad joke contest. What do you got for us today?
Well, what?
Okay.
You're good.
Focus. Focus. You got this.
You got today. So I'm just gonna say, why is it difficult to hang out with twin witches? Because you never know which witch is which. Stupid.
Now, you have been going with the Halloween theme all week, so I decided today is my day to also tell a Halloween dad joke. So a guy goes to a Halloween party with a girl on his back, and the host asks, "So what's your costume?" And the guy says, "I'm a snail." And the host asks, "Well, what's with the girl on your back?" And the guy says, "That's Michelle."
That's okay. I'll give you that one. I'll give you today.
All right.
You got it. Well played, Marcus.
Let's see what's happening. So the S&P pulling back from session high, still up 0.7%. The Dow right now turning negative. I mean, just right now, barely clinging on to today's gains with only 15 points on a $42,000 index. And the NASDAQ still trading at session highs and probably will finish this week positive. So that's where we stand. The Russell also pulling back a little bit from session highs here. And seems that a losing week for the Dow and the S&P. So for the S&P, well, we'll see. I mean, down for the week right now to 0.24%. So it could pull off a winning week. What are you rooting for?
You know, I'm rooting for the win.
All right. So let's see if S&P 500 can pull off a winning week. And, well, you definitely want to tune in on Monday to see what happened. And with that said, if you enjoyed today's show, give us a like. We really appreciate it. And share this with others if you found this information helpful. There's a share button somewhere here on the page. And then we'll be back on Monday. Have a great weekend and see you again soon.
Happy trading, everybody.